Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcoin Guys, bringing my guide for The Darkness 2 on Dawn difficulty. Today we're doing level 3, which is called Q&A. This one's the real Q&A, not like the last time, which was payback or whatever. So now we're going to go to the pool hall, and we're going to have a boss fight in this level. And this one actually is one of the... God, I'm so fucking tired of this fucking keyboard, dude. Yeah, this is one of those ones where, like, it's a bit longer than the rest. I think this is, like, a good, solid... Oh, Jesus. 20 fucking minutes. There is a part where, like, I do just kind of, like, fast forward through, but you'll see that later. Now, for those that are probably thinking, like, you know, you're not having fun with this commentary, like, it doesn't sound like you are, and, well, I don't really carry the way. It's not, I'm not having fun, I'm not having not fun, but it's just, like, I don't know, it's something to do. But for those that are probably thinking, like, I'm just not into this, or whatever, I like the game. I liked playing the game. It's just that there's certain games out there that just have really hard, like, commentary to do because, like, it just ends up being kind of the same thing every time. I mean, the best I can tell you is, like, take cover here, take cover there, and yeah, that's just the usual thing with, like, shooters. Like, with hack and slash games and beat 'em ups and stuff, I can kind of, like, sort of make my way around, like, how to do something in particular, like, oh, you should use this move, or you should use this move, or whatever. Like, this game kind of has that, too. Sort of, but not really. But anyway, yeah, this one is gonna get a little harder for a level. This one will definitely test your patience just a bit. Especially if you don't know how to do the boss fight. Which, luckily for me, I actually died once. And then I eventually just did it again. I figured out how to beat the boss. So, I figured it out better this time. That's for sure. Because, again, when I was watching my friend play it, he died quite often because we didn't really know... We had an idea of how to beat the boss, but, you know, at the time, neither of us really knew about, like, the cheese and stuff. And before anybody gets excited, like, oh, there's a cheese at the boss fight, and it's like, I don't fucking know. What I mean by cheese is I mean, like, you know, not actual, like, break the game cheese, but just more so, like, you know, just use crouch. That's the main thing I can think of is just whenever he goes to hit you with the ball, just crouch it. You can't grab the Darkling shield, but you can stand behind it, which is kind of cool, I guess. So you can use him for a little bit of shield. But you're going to want to grab a shield for here, especially, since these guys are just going to wail on you. Now, the thing is with this game, since this is still a shooter, it has the problem where like, enemies are kind of far away, of course. So, like, you're supposed to shoot them, right? And if you do kill them with a gun, you get, like, 10 points, which is like a regular kill, and that's not good enough for me. So, like, you know, that's why you'll see me, like, try to run up and, like, go for those points, because that's what I do. You don't have to do that. It's just one of those things that I do. And what makes this game hard is to gain those points, you know, you gotta be up close, and you gotta take them out without trying to take them out from distance. If you get a headshot, you get, like, 20. And that's not good enough. If you get a slice, that's, like, 20. That's still not good enough. It's just one of those cases of, you know, you gotta understand, like, where you're at in terms of range and stuff. Especially later in the game, where the game gets way harder, you're gonna want to prioritize range over what you can do now. Right now, you pretty much have all free reign to kind of do what you want for the beginning, a few levels. So, just be aggressive for the first part of the game, like the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 levels maybe, and then after that, just stop being aggressive, and then just start using cover, start hiding. Actually, funny enough, this level actually is the one that actually made me start hiding more often, actually, because this is when I start realizing that that's not a bad idea. Every once in a while, you'll find like a crack in a crevice that you can hide behind and make sure you take it. But yeah, every opportunity you can get, try to grab a shield if you can, because it might not do much, but it will do something, and that something is important to us. So, boom, baby. Also, the guns in this game are great. I love them. The 1911 is like my favorite type of pistol, and this is one of those games where they clearly shine. I'm also not a big fan of dual wielding in games, but The Darkness 2 I think does it so well to the point where I don't even care. I actually like it. I unironically like it. I like the dual wielding in this game. So yeah. Whenever you get the opportunity, you know, like I said, just take cover, but if things get bad. And of course, you know, always run up to the enemies and just grab them, go for those executions, and get that health back, and all that fun stuff. Try to execute as much as you possibly can, too, just to save yourself trouble, because these guys are a pain in the ass. Don't forget that you can actually, like, you know, swipe with your right tentacle. So, you know, just try to use it. Unlike me, who just basically doesn't do that. Now, why am I also want to say real quick, why am I repeating a lot of stuff that seems like it's obvious to be not repeated? It's because, like, somebody might come into these guides at a later point, and then they'll say, well, I didn't watch the other videos. I didn't watch the earlier videos. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So, I like to make sure that most, if not everybody's up to date. But to be fair, this game is relatively straightforward with what you have to do. There's not a moment in the early, like, missions where it doesn't make any sense for how to complete tasks. But yeah, you saw earlier, you see all my upgrades right there. That's the upgrades I recommend you have by now. If you don't have them, that's fine, of course. But also, before we get into this, yes, you can shoot Swifty and you do damage to him. So the way this boss fight works is the enemies won't spawn until, like, I think the first hit with the propane tank. So right now you're pretty much free to do whatever you want. You're free to just kind of like figure out his pattern and understand where he's going to hit. If you're down here, try to duck. If he does hit you, it will send you flying back, and it will almost kill you. It'll do a lot of damage. It will do a lot of damage. You don't want to get hit by that thing. He usually has audio cues. Sometimes I guess he just fucking doesn't, but sometimes he does, and sometimes he gets stuck. So try to use that to your advantage. But when it comes to this boss fight, don't pay attention to what Swifty's doing. Pay attention to where the enemies are, and just deal with them. And listen for the Darkling. Make sure you try to get that propane tank as fast as you possibly can, because once we take this dick out, we're pretty much good to go. Hiding down here isn't the best place to be. This is a really dangerous spot right here in the middle. But this above ground area right here is pretty good. Don't get too close to Swifty because he has a light that's essentially protecting him from the darkness, so you can't run up there, and that would be very deadly and dangerous to you. And you will probably end up dying because you will have no health. But whenever you get the chance, if you're dying like I am right here, just take cover. And don't forget, there's also impale stuff too that you can grab. Now, real quick tip for getting people into the execution mode. You saw, if you watched the earlier videos, you probably saw me like use the pistol or whatever, just any gun, especially like right here when I'm using the Defender on that last guy. What I'm basically trying to do is I'm shooting them. Like, not directly. I'm trying, unless it's like the pistol. If you're using the shotgun, try to like kind of miss, sort of, so you get some of the spread to hit him, but not all of it. That way you don't kill him. Unless you just need that heart really bad, then yeah, go for it. But executions do give you, like, you know, invincibility during that time, which is very nice. So yeah, just basically just shoot them a little bit. Like, try to not shoot try not to kill them. But just do enough damage to where they just get into, like, that stun mode, and then that's when you just grab them, and there you go. You're good to go. This part right here sucks ass, because he just shines a light right on you, but just head for that propane tank every time you get the chance. If you have the health to do it, head for it. If you don't have the health, go for an execution, grab a heart or whatever, and just go. So yeah, there you go. That's the Swifty boss fight. It's not that bad. It's bad when you first do it, because you either have no idea what you're doing, or he just ends up being kind of fucky-wucky. But once you learn it, it's not that bad of a fight. Just stay back here. That way you can keep a good eye on where the Wrecking Ball is. And just listen for audio cues, and you should be okay for the most part. And there you go. That's it for the first boss fight. The other boss fights are going to get a little tougher later, but they're not going to be nearly that. Now, there's going to be one that's going to be really bad, but there's only one I can think of, and I think his name's Briggs or whatever. If you guys know what I'm talking about, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, he's an asshole, so we'll deal with him when we get to him. And, yes, there will probably be spoilers, so don't start bitching in the comments saying, why did you spoil the fucking game? I haven't played it yet. Well, this is a guide for a game that came out like 2012 or 2013, so shut the hell up. And, I don't know. I sound like an asshole, but, yeah, just, I don't know, fuck. Also, it kind of sucks you can't, like, double slice dudes as far as I'm aware. You probably could, but I suck at it. But yeah, for those that know, the fight in the cemetery is what I'm talking about. That guy is just absolutely awful for a boss fight. Terrible fucking fight. But they give you checkpoints, which is nice. I don't think Swifty does. I think he sends you back to the beginning of the fight. So Also, dying in this game does suck because the checkpoints are kind of a little, in my opinion, a little too far in between each other to the point where they get really ridiculous sometimes. And that's just never fun, right? That's just never fun. Yeah, these lights are just getting on my damn nerves at this point. And it's going to get worse later. Speaking of worse levels later, we go to a carnival. I absolutely fucking despise carnival levels. I've hated them ever since when I first played them. I hate them. They're like my least favorite design level types. They're just so goddamn annoying. I hate it. Circus/carnival levels. Psychonauts had one. Splatterhouse has one. This game has one. Fucking Postal 3 has one. Ugh, it's just so fucking and annoying. I hate him. Like, the only one I can think of that I feel like gives a fair shot is, like, Royal World is okay. Psychonauts was fine, I guess. Splatterhouse was doable, but this one is just a living nightmare. But I get there, the square one. Yeah, I think I go for the ammo execution. So, yeah. Now we can finally start getting more ammo. It's not much, but in this game, ammo is very important because you will run out of it really fast. So, why not negate that and just get ammo whenever you can? What's kind of funny is, like, all of this stuff just comes from me kind of, you know, during, like, you know, while I was paying attention to, like, my friend playing the game. I was taking, you know, I guess you could say small mental notes of things that happen, because I noticed that, you know, we talked about, like, you know, you run out of a lot of ammo in this game and stuff. So I'm like, during this playthrough, which was just done in one run, I didn't try to, like, do this beforehand and try it again. No, this was just like a one and done. Like, I'm gonna do this in one fucking go because I don't care. Because I can. Because you know, I have the Giga Chad energy. I can do what I want. No, but yeah, you know, I was like, I'll try this out. So I took notes from, like, our earlier session, like the day before, and I'm like, huh. All you have to do is, like, just upgrade your ammo stuff, and you're pretty much just good to go. The rest is just simple. Also, this area reminds me of, like, I think, like, Fear 1, I think. One of the levels on that one. That would be a neat game to try to do, is Fear 1. Because I remember, like, back in the day when I tried that on God mode, and it was just nearly impossible for me to do it. Also, yeah, we have a new fun gun to play with, the Kalashnikov, which is a really nice gun to have. But it does run out of ammo relatively quickly, which is a very common thing in this game that I've took note of, and I've been talking about for the past 10 minutes. But yeah, you run out of ammo relatively fast if you're not careful with it, which I think that's the idea. They want you to kind of, you know, get ammo from either executions or just finding it or whatever, and just basically using your, you know, tentacles and your skills to kind of, like, mitigate the problem of ammo, so to speak. So, yeah, here's me being dumb. I completely forgot you're supposed to, you know, whack wires and stuff. You know, actually, after this video, I might just start writing these stupid things out because I just don't feel like talking all that much today. So yeah, don't expect this guide to be done that fast. It might take me a couple weeks to finish it just because, hey, so I'm doing the snap thing there and I missed, like, multiple times. You can't really snap on moving targets. It's hard. I mean, you technically can, but it's a lot harder to do it. But yeah, don't expect this to be done in, like, a week or two, maybe. I doubt it. I luckily have tomorrow off, which is Labor Day, which is, you know, thank goodness for that. But I'd rather spend my day doing something else rather than just doing videos. Most of the reason why I'm doing videos anyway is because I like to work on stuff. And having a constant thing to work on is always nice. And this is just one of those off chances of, like, yeah, I might as well do the hardcore stuff because God knows he hasn't gotten anything in forever, so I might as well do something for him, I guess. This is not going to bring me back to doing hardcore and guide videos right now, but yeah. Also, I do want to say, this is going to sound really cliche and really stupid, but for those that are watching, I've never really lost too many subs over the years, and I think the reason is because, like, people just, well, either A, don't care to unsub, which is fine, of course, you know, I've done that before. But I want to say something cliche, is, like, I feel like there's a possibility that maybe it's loyal fans, you know, I don't know. Maybe you guys are just, you know, just genuinely like this type of content. You just, you know, like the idea of maybe me every once in a while doing a guide, which I appreciate that. I might not sound like I do, but I do, because like my other YouTube channel doesn't get shit for anything. Views are not like a big deal. It's just that I keep losing subs all the fucking time, like every day. And I feel like it's just because either A, I don't upload the content they want to see, or B, because I upload whatever the fuck I want. Whereas with Hardcorean, it's less of Hardcorean is less of uploading whatever the fuck I want. It's more like uploading a game and a guide of that game and on hard mode. And that's what you come to see, and that's what I'm going to give you. And who knows, maybe I'll do a boss fight, a boss rush of this video, which will probably just be, you know, the bosses in these videos just cut and edited into one. That'd be kind of cool. That's an easy way to... Oh, I didn't mean to hit my mic. That's an easy way to do it, though. That really is. Also, the thing that annoys me the most about this game is whenever the darkness starts talking and then he just makes the screen all red. Because it bothers me, because, like, this is, like, 7th gen type gaming where whenever you take damage in these games, you always see a red screen, a bloody screen. And that's been going on for too fucking long, and I'm tired of it. And also... Fuck the person who decided that sprinting should be not unlimited in video games. Like, it's cool that we added the ability to sprint, so that way for those that want to run a little faster than what we were doing before, that's great. Only problem is, sprinting runs out really fast in this game, and as far as I'm aware, I don't think you can upgrade it. Oh, also another little fun tip for those that either have played the game or haven't, or don't know, or whatever. Whatever the case, you can... As you saw earlier, you can see the Darkling through the... You can see him through walls. And what helps with that, though, is he actually kind of gives you an idea where your next objective is, so that's always nice. Also, this place back here, we're going to be back here for a little bit of this beginning part, because this is a good place to take cover at and hide from. This next section will probably tear your testicles in half for how just annoying these enemies are. And just how constant the flow of just damage is. It's just stupid. It's stupid. My best advice, run in slow, take cover. That's the best thing I can tell you. Every time that you're bleeding out or whatever and you need to... Oh, I can get rid of something. My computer's fucking annoying. Oh, I know. Bothers me every fucking 2 seconds. Yeah, anyway, so... Yeah, just grab shields, take cover. Just always be hiding. Every time you start going into red, you look at your bottom left of your health bar and make sure that that fucking thing is not at least close to 0. Because if it's close to 0, hide. Because these people are going to hurt you. And getting that health back is just almost nearly impossible, too. And for the lights that have generators on them and stuff, just look for, like, you know, where they're coming from. Like, look at the wires to find out where they're coming from. And what have you. Also, if the darkness does start to do like he starts to talk to you and he starts to give you that red glow on your screen, just hide. That way you don't have to deal with running out of cover, getting shot at, and not knowing which one is actually bullets and which one is just essentially just him talking. So, now I'm gonna fast forward the next part of this. You'll see like in a minute. I'm gonna start fast forwarding. There's gonna be a spot around here to the right. I don't know exactly where it was. Yeah, look at this guy. What a dork. Also, if you die, you lose your upgrades. If you purchased your upgrades and you get a checkpoint after you die, you have to respend your points to get those upgrades again. So keep that in mind. But yeah, somewhere around here, you'll see like a door to my right, and I'm going to take that door and just hide in here every time. If you find this area, take it. This is your golden opportunity. That's the best place to hide. I know it's hard to see when I'm fast forwarding, but trust me. This close to the end area, to your right, there's a door with like this weird empty ass room. Take that. Use that for cover. Also, my computer's going to explode because I'm fucking fast forwarding. How ridiculous is that? But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. You just take out this generator, and I think we just eventually move on to the next room, and I think we're pretty much good. That's the entire fight. So yeah, like I said, take cover, pop out every once in a while. Just go for shots. Don't worry about executions. Just go for shooting long range weapons and stuff. If you have to execute, go for your ammo execution, because You're gonna need ammo as much as you possibly can. If you have to get close, just whip them up in the air and then slam them. So, there you go. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, take care, everybody.